I am going to blow dry my hair. I'm going to use this heat protectant. Yeah, nearly part dried, I would say. I don't blow dry it all the time. I do like to let it air dry a little bit, but we are going out later on, so it does need to be dried. I'm just gonna pop open a little energy drink. This is really hard with acrylics and I don't want to break them. There we go. Cheers. I'm gonna put my hair up. I know people do hair first, then skincare and makeup, but I like having my face done and then finishing off my hair. I'm gonna try and do some like beach waves in it today, and so going in with the first step of my skincare routine is the LANEIGE lip mask in the shade Cotton Candy. And then I need a cotton pad. And then I like to go in with a kind of toner. So this is the Garnier one that I've been using for a couple weeks now, and it's really nice. Then I go in with my eye cream, which is just this one from Boots at the moment. A teeny tiny bit. Oh, I'm nearly out of this. So pop that much on my ring finger. I think I read somewhere that your ring finger is like your lightest finger, and just pop that underneath my eyes. And I also go under the eyebrow and into the eye as well, and just pat this in. Don't want to be stretching the skin if I can help it. Okay, now the next step is something I've recently added to my routine, is a vitamin C serum. This is the one from KYLIESKIN. It's the travel size one, and I got it for my birthday. 2 pumps. And they were like that much more. And I put this everywhere, forehead, even on my neck. Okay, that's done. And then the moisturiser that I've been using is the Boots Aqua Moisture, which is like a dupe of the Neutrogena one, which I have used. Skin gets dry as such, but it's just nice to have a nice hydrating moisturiser, especially in the winter months and when it has been abnormally warm for February. Nice and hydrated. And then the most important step to any skincare routine is your SPF, and I use, again, No7 Boots and Protect and Perfect SPF. I've used this for a good couple of years now, so I know it's SPF that I go back to a lot and works for me. Warm that up in my hands, and then apply. I am by no way a skincare expert. This is just what works for me in my routine. This and my makeup usually take me about half an hour to do in the morning. Right, now on to the actual makeup part. So I don't really touch my brows apart from maybe neaten them up every so often. I just go in with a clear eyebrow gel, and I use the NYX Control Freak one. And I will go in with a clear wax just to kind of hold them in place now they've been brushed out. Wax gel from MORPHE. My everyday quick makeup, I do like an eyeshadow stick. So I have two from L'Oreal, one in the shade Alluring Rose and one in the shade Magnetic Mauve, and then I have one from Mybelline New York in the shade I Am Inspired. Might go with Alluring Rose. So yeah, they're really easy to use. Just apply to your eyelid. And grab a eye brush as well. There we go. And then it just helps blend it out. I would like to know what stage you do your makeup in. If you do eyebrows first, if you do eyes first, foundation first. I find that doing my eyebrows after my skincare and my eyes helps all the skincare kind of sink into my skin and do what it needs to. So I just take the stick, shove it all over my lid with a blending brush. I just kind of pat that in, blend it out just a little bit. So just put like a tiny bit near my lash line. And that's it, eyes are done. Easy peasy. Okay, now for foundation. And what I've been using recently is the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint, and I've got the shade 2. I have also been using the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid foundation in the shade 3. I have nearly finished this, and it is at the point where the pump stops, so Lewis broke it so that I could try and get as much out as possible. We don't waste makeup around here. A little bit into the palm of my hand, just a teeny tiny bit, like that much. And with a very old Real Techniques sculpting brush, I'll just warm it up in the palm of my hand and I blend into the skin a bit better. So I'll just take that everywhere. There we go. And I feel like this is quite like a nice base for everyday work. We are all blended, and I'm gonna go in with blush next, and ones that I've been using recently are the Rare Beauty Matte Bouncy blush in the shade Happy, and also the Mousse Revolution blush in the shade Blossom Rose Pink. So a NYX brush, I've had this for years, a little bit on the brush, and then again back on my palm just to warm it up, and then apply. I do like this blush, it's very nice. Go in with bronzer because I'm very pale, and I'm gonna go in with the Balm Voyage Tropics little trio. I have used this blusher, but this is the bronzer I've been using quite recently, just to give some warmth and definition to my cheekbones. And I kind of blend that in with the blush, tiny bit on my forehead. And then I'll just blend that out a bit more so it all blends nicely. And for highlight, I've been using this one from Wake Up Cosmetics Milana in the shade Candy Butter, and it's a baked highlighter, which is very pretty. It's very much like the e.l.f. Moonlit Pearl. I'll just go in. I've used this Spectrum Mini Mouse brush as the brush to use to put on my highlights. Again, just kind of blend that in with the blush and the bronzer, just blend them all together. So at this point, the base is done, my eyes done, eyebrows are done. I'm now gonna go in with a tiny bit of baking powder, and the one I use is the Revolution Translucent Baking Powder, and I just take a lid. This was from the e.l.f. Halo one, and I just take a bit, put a little bit in there. Take another really old Real Techniques brush. This is from the Brush Crush collection, I believe. Swirl that on the brush and then tap off any excess onto the palm of my hand again, and then just go in and set all of those products down. Especially on my chin and my nose, because that's where my glasses sit. And then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist, and honestly this has been my favourite to use. I'm nearly out of this now. Finally, mascara. So the one that I have used, and Colossal Bubble from Maybelline, and I really like this wand. It's just and my makeup is all done. Okay, let's take the hair out. Ooh. Look at this mob. Just need to give it another quick blow dry, and then move on to how I would do my hair. At this point, I would usually just leave it, do a half up, half down do, but I do want to try something because I recently got my hair cut and blow dry just for Valentine's Day, and she did like beach waves in, and that looked really nice, just having a little bit of a wave in it at the bottom. So I'm gonna try and replicate that just so I have something else kind of going on. Can we see how straight it looks here? So I just want to add in some wave. Okay, I've tried that method. I think it is genuinely easier when someone else does it for you, but if someone can maybe recommend a different product that I can use, or how to do it with straighteners, that might be easier. So I'm gonna pop my glasses on, and I'm gonna finish off with just a tiny bit of lip gloss on my lips, and I'm gonna use the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Bit of Honey. I'm gonna finish off with a bit of perfume, and this is the Next Aura. Little spritzy spritz. And there we go, from wet hair, skincare, and a kind of full face of makeup. Hope you enjoyed getting ready with me, and I will see you in the next video.